Second question is that uh, you had mentioned something about talking with Paul Ryan about some committees, and you said you had talked with him about what committee you would be on in the event that you got elected. Did he give you an answer?
Well, he wouldn't pick. I just was talking to him about the budget committee.
Okay, so you want to be on the budget committee?
I do. I've said that throughout the race. It would be
Okay.
my preference to be on the budget committee and on the Ways and Means committee. And the reason I've said that is the budget committee writes the budget, and we haven't had a budget in 3 years. Our federal government needs a budget. If not, we're not making any cuts. We're just continuing to appropriate at the old budget, the 3-year budget from 3 years back. So the budget committee is very important to the way our government operates, and we need good, strong constitutional leaders on the budget committee.
Well, then, do you have any idea why we don't have a budget? It's kind of like a household. You know, how you just spend it, and don't have a budget to know where you're going to go. You're going to go bankrupt.
Required by the Constitution.
Huh?
It is required, but President Obama's budget did not get one vote in the Senate. Paul Ryan's budget passed the House, but it didn't pass the Senate because the Senate is controlled by Democrats, so there's an impasse.
Okay, so you're saying that there is that somebody made a budget because the Republicans control the House, so they're all going to vote, okay, we want this budget, but then the Senate, as majority Democrats, said no, ain't going to pass it.
And
So
the reason
therefore,
they said no is because the Paul Ryan budget had cuts that they did not want to pass. It had some provisions that changed, it passed a lot of federal control to empower state and local governments. It dealt with the long-term budget crisis on some cuts. It had some Medicare issues, looked at some of the changes there to make the program more solvent for years to come. So the Democrats said no to that. So we're at an impasse right now. The Democrats aren't willing to make the cuts. The Republicans are the ones that are proposing them, and so we haven't had a budget. The second committee that I've asked to be on, or would ask if elected, is the Ways and Means Committee, and that's the committee that writes the tax code. Our tax code is 84,000 pages in America. 84,000 pages thick. That is unbelievable. It is filled with special interest loopholes and provisions. I think we need to abolish the tax code. I favor the fair tax, which treats everyone equally and has basically no special loopholes for special interest and corporations. I would propose that tax code in the Ways and Means Committee, and that's where the tax code will be overhauled, is in the Ways and Means Committee. Those are the two committees I would want to be on. I think they're the most effective committees in Congress.